welcome to Shadows of the Veil 17, The Prince's Promise. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to this one. It's been a long time coming, so let's get started. First off, let's get some quick introductions. First up is Brandon.
I am playing Leading Fox. He is an archer with a magic bow.
Yep. Next up is Dan.
I'm playing Arlo Stonefist, a monk who is interested in the downfall of the nobles.
Next up is our GM assistant today, Jack.
I'm playing Trina Mivian, a self-styled scholar who seeks to understand the universe through the perspective of a great equation. She has recently been taught how to wield a Witchwood sword by a little person prince, but she has still been unable to be useful in combat.
Next up is JB.
Hello, I'm playing Creaking Oak, son of the leaders of his tribe, and his mother is Last Sunset. And he has a new brother now that he's taken care of.
Yes. Next up is Jeff.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm playing Sophia Corrail, a former Templar for the Church of the Highborn, who has just currently realized that she is a direct blood relation to the most revered Sky Queen, as well as the most reviled Deep Prince. But the prince really isn't as reviled as the church makes him out to be.
Yes. He was a champion of non-humans centuries ago. Next up is William, our guest.
Yes, hello. I'm playing Sparum, a golem. He's a little different than Shard and his recently revealed brothers, but a golem all the same.
Yes. All right, so let's get obligation, duty, and morality. Here goes.
Can we wipe strain, by the way, or should that stay as is?
This is falling directly after, so you'll get to roll, but you can't wipe it.
Okay.
Obligation and duty go way over, and 14 actually hit Tritina's.
Ooh, okay. And remind the viewers what yours is.
Trina is torn between her curiosity and obsessive compulses. She tries to seek out knowledge of the Great Equation or just the world in general, sometimes without considering the consequences of gaining such knowledge or trying to get such knowledge.
Very, very true. She is skirting the edge of damnation. But who knows what damnation and grace really are with all these revelations that all of you have recently discovered. So let me actually get your tokens a little bit bunched up. And we will move right along. So you have entered into the actual city under the mountain, the Queen Spire, also known as the Blood Spire. You saw a vision of what it looked like centuries ago. However, that is not what it looks like now. There are bodies everywhere. There are scorch marks across the ground. You see massive furrows that, I mean, you don't even know how these furrows were created on the floor, on the stone floor. I mean, there was an incredible battle here, and you can see the remnants of that battle. Broken golems, eviscerated little folk, burned trolls, humans everywhere. It's a mess. So, actually, I need an average fear check from all of you. It's not that bad because obviously this is centuries ago. The bodies are desiccated, but still it has the potential to be a very unsettling sight for many of you.
So I have 2 ranks of confidence, so I don't roll with difficulty.
All right, fantastic.
That was not strain recovery. But yeah, that was my fear check.
Okay, so we have 2 more rolls to go. All right. Yeah, Sparum, even though you are a golem, you do feel some fear because of all the golems look pretty messed up here. Pretty messed up. And to Trina as well. So, if you have any threats, regardless of success or failure, take that as strain. If you failed, go ahead and put a setback onto your name. If you had a setback from before, this doesn't stack, so don't worry about that. However, if you got advantages or a triumph, I would say with a triumph, remove 3 strain. 1 advantage is 1 strain. And so you can hear the rumbling of a massive army that is approaching. So you know that the Primarch's forces, King Ralst has been deposed, the fallen who had possessed him has been banished, and the Primarch is on a mission to stop you. And so oh, and yes, I almost forgot. There was a voice that you heard as you entered. I've waited so long. And
Yep.
oh, go ahead.
No, yep, we did hear that voice.
Couldn't hear you, Jeff.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, just that we heard the voice, and like I don't know about it, the rest of us, but I don't trust anything the Primarch says really. So I don't know if King Ralst has actually been deposed, or if whoever was possessing him has actually been dealt with.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
It's like, why should we trust him? He's never really given us any reason to.
So you hear that voice in the distance, and it sounds very far off. And all it
Yeah.
says is, I have waited so long. Can you reach me? And it's like it's echoing, can you reach me? Can you reach me?
Sophia would like to do a seek check for the voice.
Okay.
See if she can find where it is. I will take the strain and use the dark side so I can activate the basic power.
Okay, yes. I mean, you can sense where it's coming from. That pillar way off in the distance with the massive statue of the Sky Queen with wings spread, that is where the voice is coming from. The voice is male, though. That's one thing that you do notice of it.
Okay. Sophia will say, yes, are you... Who are you?
There's no answer.
Alright, well, Sophia says it's the voice, it seems to be coming from the pillar.
So a
At the
lot of
center.
you also do have some strain and injury, so you do have a moment to take care of that if you wish. So strain recovery checks, medicine checks.
Katrina will try her hand at repairing a Sparrow.
I will upgrade that check.
Katrina's hurting a bit herself.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'd be able to handle the +2 difficulty to my own mending very well.
Last Sunset can help you.
Well, there's also
Last Sunset can stay where she is.
there's also the healing potions that we have. Some of us.
That is true. Katrina will pop one of her own.
Are we on our
So-
full usage amount for that?
She does have, yeah, and she also has the 1 per encounter use. And she'll also, Katrina will also take a look at Creaking Oak.
Okay.
Anything for the strain recovery triumph?
Oh yeah, with the Triumph on strain recovery, it's 3 strain.
Nice. That is all of the strain.
Will, that check was to clear one of your crits, so you're down to 2 crits.
All right, so
One more. Is Sophia willing to wait for Katrina to try and fix her up, or is she gonna go after the voice pretty quick?
Sophia can wait. Or Sophia will wait.
Okay, then I'll do one more roll for her. Alright,
Nice.
5 wounds.
Woo, thank you.
So, you have a voice, you have the evidence of a massive battle long ago, bodies everywhere, and the remnants of an incredible civilization that is like nothing that you have ever dreamed existed so long ago. What do you all do?
Sophia will be heading to the pillar where she heard the voice come from.
Let's see here. I am actually going to roll a self-imposed cool check to see if Katrina would be focused on going after the voice or trying to find lost knowledge.
Sure thing. By the way, did you do a strain recovery check for yourself?
I actually did not.
Alright, 1 second. I will flip the destiny then. Get you guys some light side points back. You're gonna
Oh,
need
there was
them.
going to be difficulty for this?
Yep. Just
Oh,
one
it's
purple.
average, okay.
But it wasn't for the purple. Oh, well, no, it was just a stream recovery, so it was just 1 purple. You succeeded.
Oh, okay. Guess I got that mixed up.
Yeah, the fear check was average, not the stream recovery check.
So you just want me to re-roll that?
No, we can just knock off the red. That's fine.
Okay, so 1 success then.
Yep. All right, so this cool check though, I will upgrade that as well. Sounds like something that would happen with just all these incredible artifacts and knowledge. in your reach.
I'm gonna go with base hard. Let's see what happens here. It's like everyone could probably tell that her eyes are darting all over the place, looking at the whatever remains of the pretty scarred cityscape. Would anyone try to stop her?
Arlo would probably put a hand on her shoulder, tell her to focus.
Alright, I'll have that be unskilled assistance.
Oh. Ooh.
But all of this old highborn knowledge, it's just sitting here, languishing. We have to make some effort to preserve it.
All right, so with those threats, you find something, but it's not good. What do you think you found?
Kind of thinking like a Necronomicon of sorts.
Yeah.
I think you've already found one of those, haven't you?
Maybe like just some instrument. You know what? How about something like maybe not exactly this, but along the lines of a landmine, like a still active weapon from the battle.
Oh gosh. Okay. Sure. So yeah, you find it, and roll me a force die. Okay, it does not go off. I'll even say this. You can sense that it is attuned to the gifted and has extreme explosive potential. You can try to... it'll be a lore or mechanics check. Let's say, yeah. Lore mechanics check. I'll say that it's a hard check if you want to harness this weapon for yourself, if you want to save it. Or if you just want to leave it alone, it's your choice.
Oh, but all the lost knowledge and the fact that the army is coming, it's just too good to pass up.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Lion Place.
All right, awesome. Let's say that I'm not going to put a numerical value on it just yet, but with that many advantages, like yeah, that remember that roll, like jot it down actually, because we're going to use that later. What about the rest of you? Actually, this is a pretty this is quite a sight. I mean, like I said, there are golems, trolls, humans, and little folk all had perished in this battle.
Arlo will be kind of surveying the room, keeping watch for anything that might be dangerous at all.
I mean, it's not even just a room. I mean, you guys see how big this place is.
Yeah,
It's
like the
just-
hall, I guess. Yeah, yeah. He'll be surveying the area and kind of like trying to avoid disturbing the bodies as they lie,
Okay.
but also be kind of looking out for anything either dangerous or useful.
Okay.
Oh well, like I posted, Oak's just he doesn't know that babies don't understand things, so he's covering his little baby brother's eyes from that, and
Right.
offering a whispered grunt to his fallen ancestors.
Okay. How about a Spearman leading fox?
I think Sparrow would just kind of also be observing things in this large room hall, and but trying to keep focused on moving towards whatever Sophia has sensed.
Okay. How about leading Fox?
Okay, I'm muted in 2 places. Okay, so Fox would be worried about how open everything is.
Mm-hmm.
He would be looking at the path to the statue that they're going to be traveling and try to find a place that gives them some cover as they're moving forward.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's say that I will make it a. I'll give you a choose your own difficulty, survival or perception check to find a good spot.
Can Arlo assist at that?
Yeah. Hmm.
Because he would have kind of been doing a similar kind of thing.
Yeah. Sure. I will upgrade that check. But yeah.
What's Fox's perception?
I'm going. Well, I was going to go survival.
Oh.
I have 2 yellow for survival, but what's. I mean, perception-wise, what
Oh,
would you
I
do?
had a talent for perception that can remove setbacks, but I don't really have skill in it, so
Oh,
I have
okay.
two greens. So
Okay. So I'll just take the boost then. I'm thinking hard for this.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So go ahead and take 2 threat, but you found a good perch that since you chose hard, you're going to get 3 boosts to your attacks from that perch.
Oh, okay.
nice.
So
Well
Will
hidden.
will I need to take a maneuver to get there or something, or is this just from our rest place?
I think this is just
it's
saying
gonna
you're
take
there.
yeah. You see it. It's gonna take some doing to get up to it, but you see
Okay.
exactly where you need to be.
Since Arlo's helping, he'll say, "Hey, I can give you a boost up there if you need it."
Yeah. So-
Are you offering to throw me on top of it?
I mean, I was gonna say you jump off my hands and I do the little boost up thing, but yeah, I could do that too.
Whatever works, right?
You're probably light enough.
All right. So, who is actually leading the way? I mean, I guess that would be Sophia, right?
Probably, yeah, because once Katrina's done, like, kind of bandaging her up, she'd just be marching straight towards the pillar, really not worrying about being on the open or trying to stealthily move up there. She's just kind of marching. This voice is just
Okay.
kind of pulling her along.
All right. So, as you're just strutting your way up there, everyone, you not only hear this voice, the words actually appear in thin air in front of all of you. So these are the words that you see. Who dares to enter the final resting place of Queen Kilia, 8th of her name, ruler of dreams, mother of visions, daughter of heaven, she who sacrificed herself for her only son, Prince Kiros, 4th of his name, tusk friend, warden of Witchwood, guardian of golems. So you hear all of this. At the same time, you see and hear, give me 1 second while I find this. Oops, where'd it go? Give me 1 second while I try to track down a file here. Alright. Ah, here we go. You see a massive spear of light stream out of the pillar. And I need Sophia, roll a force die.
Uh-oh.
And your tokens aren't on this page on purpose, don't worry about that.
Oh, one dart.
Okay, so you see that, and this line of light, the spear of light, starts to carve right into the stone, right in front of Sophia. So, Sophia, what are your ranged defenses?
Just one range defense.
Ranged defense.
But I do have a response for the booming voice.
Okay.
Are you going to use baleful gaze on it?
No. I don't. Could I use Bill? I don't know. Is the thing creating the giant pillar of light that's bursting towards me within medium range?
It's within long range, actually.
Okay, yeah,
Quick
no, so I
zone.
can't use that. But she'll stand resolute and she'll say, "I am Sophia Corrail, uh, first of her name, wielder of Durandal, descendant of Prince Kairos and Queen Kylia."
All right.
And she'll draw a Durandal and hold it out in front of her, like as proof.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll this first. Do you want to change the difficulty at all?
Yes.
Can I can Oak bodyguard her to increase the difficulty as well?
Sure. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, so that'll be 2. He'll take 2 strain and then it'll go up by 2.
All right. So it's going to be 1 purple, 2 reds, 1 black. Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Wait, does bodyguard upgrade or
Bodyguard upgrades.
okay? Ooh.
Oh boy.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay. So. Is there anything else any of you can think of that you can do? But you. Never mind, because you actually drew Durandal. Actually, that was very important.
Yep.
So, I need an immediate lore or education check from somebody. Just one person. As
Okay.
this Spear of Light hits. Or, like, starts carving into the ground towards Sophia.
Okay, I think Katrina would have been enough to see that, so she'll roll this. What was the difficulty?
It's going to be a. Oh, that's a good point. Let me double
Ah, I
check.
should have drawn my shield.
It's a
They're
hard.
giving me 2. Oh well.
Okay. I'm gonna flip.
I'm going to flip 2.
We're adding a dose of danger.
Okay. With those 3 threats, let me think about that. Actually, I will move your tokens over. Second.
Man, if I get vaporized because I didn't draw my riot shield, I'm gonna punch myself. I forgot. I completely forgot I hit the shield for a moment.
Okay. So, 3 threats for Katrina. I'm not going to give you strain. I want to do something a little bit better than that. I'm going to say that. You know, what do you think would happen with 3 threats?
Mine explodes in her hands. No.
Well, I might not be enough for 3 threats, but I'm thinking perhaps she can understand what's happening, but can't relay it to anyone in time.
Well, actually, I'm going to say that you already have some good stuff that's happening along those lines, so it would need to be something else. Like,
Hmm.
it could be that you're so intent on this that you lose track of Mavelian.
Well, he's outside.
Right, I forgot about that. I need to remove his token. And Yoko's outside too.
Wait, did they come in after the prince was in? After everyone shot?
Mavelian was able to send the message, but I think that was it.
Oh, right, because that's a good point, actually.
If I remember specifically, what happened at the end of the last session was the Primarch called, and when he was fleeing, Mavelian was able to use that connection to also send a message that he saw the king's armies.
Yeah. So he probably would have tried to run in after you guys, though, right?
I hope so. He did seem pretty scared. If I remember correctly, on the roll to get him in, we failed, but we did get advantage.
Oh, I see. Okay, I know exactly what to do. Okay. Yeah, so he's not with you, neither is Yoko, but I know what we'll do with that. 3 threats, though. I'm going to say that, you know what? On your next lore check, you're so bedazzled by all of this that I'm going to give you 2 setbacks on your next lore check.
Okay.
All right, so, but you do one thing, though. Tatrina surmises. So this beam stops right at Sophia as soon as Sophia draws the sword. Katrina estimates that the damage that would have hit Sophia was worth 40 points of damage.
Yikes! I would have been vaporized.
I mean, so it basically is the equivalent of planetary scale damage, was what was heading for you. So three planetary with one success on it.
I'm really glad I drew the sword.
So pretty scary stuff.
Oh yeah,
All
planetary
right,
skill
so
damage is always scary.
you have displayed Durandal, and actually, here's the note: displaying Durandal will do the trick.
Yeah,
Excellent.
because Sophia was knocked out last session too. That would have been 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Who holds the prince's sword aloft?
Uh,
I think she just announced that.
yeah.
Oh
His
yeah,
descendant.
she did. Okay,
His direct blood descendant.
prove yourself. How would you prove it?
Well, proving you have the blood of someone, a direct blood related, would probably require blood. So she'll cut her hand and hold it out. I guess. I don't know. There's not
Okay.
exactly like a little DNA tester.
You know, there is a rune on the wall nearby that is glowing.
All right, she'll cut her hand and then she'll put the her bloodied hand on the rune.
Okay, so as you do that, yes, it does glow. And the voice says, you may approach. So, one second, I'm going to put you guys back over there. Actually, and take 2 wounds through soak.
Sounds good. All right, and then she will, Sturendal still in hand, she'll march up to the pillar.
Okay, so as you march up to the pillar, you see multiple runes that are glowing, but they don't make any sense to you. Sounds like it's going to be a lore check of some sort.
Calls Katrina over.
I have 1 rank in lore and I have 2 intelligence.
Oh, I mean, this can be like as a team you can do it. So, I mean,
Okay.
it's allowing all of you to approach.
Okay. Yeah. So Sophia would call over to Trina and go, Trina, there's some interesting looking runes over here. We should investigate them.
And I will flip a destiny.
Gasp knowledge.
You'll notice that as Katrina approaches, she's a bit afraid to closely inspect anything for fearing the light will show up again and she doesn't have Sophia's protection.
Well,
Basically just narrating away the 2 setback.
Yeah.
What was the standard difficulty?
So it's a hard check.
Okay, and you upgraded once. But you know, Sophia, maybe she'll get behind Sophia a bit and have Sophia lean in a bit for a little unskilled assistance.
Yep. Sophia will say, there's nothing to worry so long as I am here.
Yeah, maybe we should both hold the sword for this. Oh!
Wow!
Oh, wow.
Well, that was a roll.
That is definitely a roll.
I've got an idea, but I want to hear your ideas first.
I guess for the despair, maybe it's you already said it's letting us all pass, but maybe it takes offense to Trina, not the sword wielder, getting to these runes.
I've got something for the despair, but I meant more what you've got for those 2 triumphs.
I need to know a little bit more about this door, really. Maybe there's some sealing spell on it she could glean for her own uses?
With that many triumphs, you think that you know of a way that you might be able to take control of the Spear of Light.
Oh.
One thing also, you notice a handprint, and it looks like Shard's hand.
It appears we need our golem key.
Shard, dear sweet Shard.
So Shard will move over. And he says, he actually seems kind of nervous. He's not sure why, but he's like, I don't know about this.
It's okay. Sophia will swap Durandal to her other hand and reach out to Shard and place her hand on Shard's arm and goes, "It's okay. We're we're in good hands here. And so
There's.
long as whatever troubles come for us, we will stand and face them together."
Oh, it sounds like you're trying to do a leadership check.
That is exactly what I'm trying to do.
Okay, 2 reds and a purple. And actually, I will
Oh.
flip, so 3 reds.
Okay, this might not go as well as it could, so I will flip as well. And womp womp.
All right, so Shard is scared actually, but his handprint is right there. If you can think of other ways that you can get him to do what you want, go for it.
Oh, I don't want to try to coerce him.
I
That's got a much better.
I'm almost tempted, and this may be coming. I'd definitely be willing to take conflict for this, but Katrina, she wouldn't do it forcefully, but she would just suggest, if you're afraid to approach, can we borrow your arm?
Does it come off?
You can probably take it off.
Oh, we don't not that way.
If we took it off forcefully, would Katrina have a chance to repair it?
But I mean, with
If she voiced that out loud, I think Arlo's going to be like, okay, that's enough of that.
we'd all. Sophia would voice.
I mean, you can try to coerce as well. I mean, you guys are kind of in a desperate situation. You can hear,
Okay.
you can feel the ground rumbling as people march upon the mountain.
Okay.
So,
So Sophia trying to appeal to Shard in that way obviously has failed. So Sophia's eyes will narrow, and her soft smile will turn to a scowl, and she will go, "Shard, we cannot move forward and find some way to defend ourselves from the enemies, from the army that's literally on our doorstep. So it's time for you to, as odd as this is to say, to man up. Put your hand in the hole."
I'll add a unskilled boost by just saying, "Where's your sense of discovery? Who knows what could be behind this door?" And she'll say that in a
Yes.
hopeful way instead of a.
that's a good one. So I'm going to give you 2 boosts for that one, actually.
Okay.
So it's 2 reds and a purple. I'm not going to upgrade this one.
Okay. So I will upgrade because hopefully that green will do something. There we go. And of course the green does nothing.
All right, so Shard places his hand into the handprint, and there is a blast of light, and Shard starts to shudder, and his eyes glow bright, and he says, I remember." And so you see a vision pouring out of his eyes, and it's like flashing pictures, but you hear people speaking, and it's like this whole panoramic view around you, almost like a planetarium. So just all these visions, and you see a disappointed queen as Durastu informs her, "I am sorry, but the prince does not show much promise. I do not believe that he is gifted." And the Sky Queen, raging, the first in her line to actually give birth to someone who is not gifted. And you see that she had never married. Nothing was ever revealed about the father, but there are whispers all around that the father's seed was weak. So to pass on her teachings as an oracle, she took on not 1, but 2 apprentices, twin sisters, Ilamat and Surai, both gifted seers and pyromancers. One second. So you also see visions of the civil war that erupted. However, as the queen's harsh penalties against those who opposed her increased, the prince was able to rally many to his cause, including Ilamat and Surai. So as this is happening, do you guys have any questions for Shard as this, like, he's just being filled with all this knowledge from the past?
Why is this? Why? What does the Sky Queen have against all of the non-human races? Like, why does she oppress them so?
There were murders. There were revolts. They had to be put down for the safety of all humans.
How exactly do you play into all of this context?
I helped the prince.
Yay! Why were the non-humans revolting against the humans? What oppressions were the humans doing, like perpetrating?
Many of their children had gone missing. Rumors were they became experiments of Malaire.
Ooh, Oak's gonna let out like a nasty growl.
Is Malaire's a human though, isn't she?
She is.
So then why were the non-humans punished if it was Malaire?
Well, that's why they revolted, because their children were going missing and no one was doing anything.
Oh, I thought the human kids were going missing. Okay, no, never mind.
No, human children were killed in retaliation.
Okay. So this all goes back to Malaire. Well, then why didn't the Sky Queen do anything about Malaire?
She couldn't prove it. It couldn't be proven.
Okay.
What then? I guess where would the suspicion about Malaire coming from?
The prince always suspected her. She was once his lover.
Was the
Hey.
prince the one who first spread the rumors among the non-humans?
That I do not know.
Why didn't the Sky Queen investigate the disappearances?
She relied on the council, the High Council, and their advice. Anaxes, Darastu, and Malaire.
So was Malaire? Was Malaire the only one who spoke against investigating?
All three did.
Oh, maybe it's not just Malaire.
What were Darastu's and Anaxes' relations to Malaire, aside from being on the council?
They were her associates. They were interested in her research as someone who was trying to discover the mysteries of the afterlife and everlasting life.
Okay.
Is Malaire's laboratory in the Queen's Spire?
That I do not know.
Katrina will look a bit to the side.
Were Malaire's crimes ever brought to light?
The prince claimed that she had taken children for experiments and was able to rally the trolls, the little folk, and even the golems.
The golems were an entirely separate race, or were they created?
They're one of the 4 points of the Great Star.
Did the golems always serve humans? Or were they servants to all, independent?
They were once independent.
So what happened here? What caused all of the Queen's Spire to be the way it is now?
That is because the full power of the sun was unleashed on the Bloodspire.
S-O-N or S-U-N?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, S-U-N.
Okay. It's like,
What
Clearly
was
didn't think of that.
what was maintaining the barrier around the Queen's Spire when the power of the sun was brought down on it?
That was actually the queen. And he says, there are things that no one ever knew, the fighting that happened here, Anaxes and Jarastu, they had pledged allegiance to the queen, but they turned on her during this battle. The queen's men had unleashed the power of the sun, but when she had discovered that it was not her son who had been behind this whole civil war, but Anaxes himself, she did her best to stop it.
Oh.
So basically, and you see more images and like evidence that Shard is piecing together, but it looks like Anaxes scheming with Jarastu. And actually, and another thing. So Illamont and Sarai had already gone against the queen, but it looks like Anaxes, this was all part of his plan to usurp the throne. And he used this conflict. And it's quite possible that he was the one that stoked the flames on both sides.
Aww.
So,
go ahead.
well, this takes us away from this ancient history, but how did you... We know you were kept with the other 3 golems back there. Do you remember now why you were moved? Or how? When?
No, I do not. But as he says that, you see another vision, and it is the outside of the Queen Spire. And you see a massive burst of light. It looks like a second sun is burning in the sky. And the destruction is massive as it spreads out, leagues upon leagues outward, all the way to the Witchwood Forest. However, there is a massive magical barrier. And you see another image of the queen maintaining this. The barrier is shattered, and you see the explosion go in, but it was just enough to keep the mountain from being destroyed. However, you see an image of the queen, drained of magic, and Malaire approaching her with the blade in hand. With the prince watching in the distance and yelling no, you see Malaire strike the queen down, but not before the queen whispers something in the necromancer's ear.
What did Queen Kylia whisper to Malaire?
Indeed. However, at this point, you can hear the footsteps of enemies. They have breached the Queen Spire, and they are ready for battle. You see an entire army streaming towards you. And it looks like you're going to need to do something about this this pillar. And also, as you get closer up the stairs, you see this. Give me 1 second while I find it. You see a line of golems near the top of the pillar, and there is one in particular that looks different from all the rest. So 1 second while I grab that. One that stands apart.
Clearly much more important than these two.
Probably their commander.
You can tell from the fire wings.
Yeah, and the giant twin-bladed sword.
Yeah, you don't see the halo or the fire wings or anything like that at the moment. But it looks like these golems may be brought back, may be activated again. There's also the pillar. There is the approaching army. What are you guys going to do?
Sophia is going to rush to the very important looking golem and start trying to push and prod at things all on it and try to turn it back on.
Okay, so actually, we are going to go into structured time. Give me 1 second while I grab your tokens.
Okay.
While you're doing that, where did we see where the light came from? Did it just shoot down from the high ceiling, or did it come from the pillar?
It came from the pillar.
Okay, just making sure.
And to clarify, when she looked at those runes and she figured out that she might be able to control it somehow, or is that something
Yeah,
else?
yeah. She can see if she
Okay.
can try to control it.
Time to unleash some planetary scale damage.
Okay, so I need you guys to split up. Who is going? So this is how it's going to be. Those at the Pillar of the Sun, you will literally be trying to leverage the power of that monument and or activating the golems to take part in mass combat. However, people at the choke point will be trying to keep people back that are not blasted away by the Spear of Light. So your job is to keep them from getting to the pillar, and the people at the pillar will be trying to activate the Spear of Light and or the golems. So decide where you're going to go. So basically just another time of personal and mass combat at the same time.
Would a Sparrow be better in personal scale, or?
And also too, you have an entire army that is rushing at you right now. The prince's
Are you
name is
there, Will?
Kyros.
Will, are you there?
Just thinking. I mean, might be better in close combat, but I do have Calm Commander for mass combat. So.
Oh, let me also clarify. So your leadership isn't going to do anything unless golems are activated. Do you see what I mean? Like, so you can bring some mass combat stuff into it. At the moment, the only thing, well, actually, you need to get that pillar activated and under control, and then that will literally be a way for Tatrina to leverage lore as a mass combat check and not leadership. So you've got two options. So lore and or leadership, but you have to get the golems activated or the pillar activated.
Okay. I'll move into the
Oh, and the despair is that Shard can't move. He is still connected to below. So otherwise he would have been able to help with the lore check, but he cannot. He's fused. All right, so it looks like, and last sunset, we'll just say that I'm going to take her off the board. So, of confusion. I'm going to move you guys over just a little bit.
She can't shoot a whole bunch of force harm at everybody?
You know, I'll say that she can be part of the mass combat check, so it'll be like, you know, boosts and stuff. That was a good one, though. I like that. Okay, so let's get initiative. It'll actually be a cool check, because you've got plenty of time to see these people coming.
That's a shame, because I get boosts on vigilance. Okay.
And before I put army pieces on the map, Tatrina and Sophia have an opportunity to get some things going.
That's going to be... Oh, I'm the one doing initiative, silly. I forget that sometimes. While I'm setting this up, you can go ahead and keep talking. I'm listening.
Okay. Well, so what you're able to accomplish on your turn will determine how many people get into the choke point for the people in personal scale.
Okay. Katrina...
So in other words,
that...
I'm actually going to let you do this check as a maneuver, so you'll still have an action.
Okay.
So this check to activate or bring the Pillar of the Sun under your control is going to be 2 reds and a purple. I will upgrade it though, so it's 3 reds. However, feel free to RP. I mean, this is your chance to, whatever you think that you can throw at this. I'm open to it.
And while this is going on, actually, can Arlo like get into position and kind of help Leading Fox maybe get up onto his perch, or would that be?
That'll actually be part of your turn. So
Okay.
you would need to say, I'm going to use a maneuver as the assist maneuver.
Okay. Are the triumphs letting Jack do this out of the initiative, or can he add those as upgrades to his check?
Oh, sorry. What happened?
We're wondering how the double triumphs are going to be applied. Like, do they have a mechanical application, or they what?
Oh, that was the whole thing, that you're able to, how to. Oh, I got what you're saying. Yeah, I'll add one upgrade to that.
Okay.
To that check, yes. What are you talking about? Because Arlo, said that. I'll totally give you some boost in mass combat with Last Sunset doing her thing.
Okay. Tatrina will look at and Shard had to touch the pillar to do all that, right?
No, he was actually a little bit further away.
Okay. Then Tatrina will take out Veil Render and press her hand against the edge of it, drawing a very shallow cut, enough to draw blood, but not enough to really hit anything. And she'll whisper to it, it's like, if there was any time you could help me now. And she'll put both her kind of bloodied hand and Veil Render up against the edge of the pillar.
How many wounds are you taking?
Probably just 2.
All right, upgrade twice.
Okay. Let's see.
Could Sophia possibly? Since the beam stopped for Durandal, Sophia will press, hold Durandal from the hilt with the blade pointing down, and she'll press it into the pillar next to Veil Render. I mean, it's the prince's sword, and it had an effect on the pillar before.
Okay.
Maybe it'll do something. And she'll press her already bloodied palm against it as well.
All right. As you move Durandal towards that, you see the largest of the golems, the one that definitely stands out from the rest. And it looks like there's a faint light that appears that tracks Durandal, but then it fades.
Alright, something to keep in mind for my action.
Did that have any effect on this dice pool?
It did not, but
okay.
There's something about Durandal and that golem.
Tatrina will be too focused on that to mention anything. But alright, let's go ahead and see how this turns out. Wow, these reds.
Man,
but
those
I'll take what I can get.
Okay, yes, you have activated, or you have taken control of the Pillar of the Sun. You are now going to be able to engage in mass combat yourself with Lore against the incoming forces. With that despair, I'm going to say that the difficulty is going to be upgraded once though. With Triumph, I'll say that you can upgrade your check or you can do something else with it. And also, the mass combat rules are available in the handout, so feel free to check those out too. And you can go ahead and use advantages and other things from this roll into the mass combat.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look at that. Let's see, I did roll 3 advantages. Oh, you know what? What if... okay, would I be able to perhaps use the pillar to project my voice?
Sure.
Or does it? Okay, I'll whisper into the pillar. This I'm basically using the 3 advantage to give a leader of the acting force makes a rousing speech, and to upgrade the ability of the ability die on the next mass combat check. And I guess this is actually more to discourage than encourage, but she'll whisper into the pillar that oh, I just had it. I am the guardian of the last Witchwood, wielder of the sacred light. The power of the fallen shall not avail you. Blasted Primarch, go back to the Vale. You shall not pass.
Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna do a mass combat check, and this will be your lore with those. So the base difficulty, because this is an extremely large force that is approaching, is actually 3 reds and 2 purples. So this is a vast army that has entered. And so before I start flipping, what did you want to apply to that? And it'll be your lore against that.
An upgrade from the Triumph, as you've already given me, and an upgrade from the 3 advantage.
Okay.
And then we also had some boosts because of Last Sunset, if that was the same roll.
Yes, you get 2 boosts.
Okay. And that's it from me.
All right, I'm going to flip a destiny then.
Okay. With the upgrade from that Despair, this turns this into a 5 red roll.
Ouch.
For the sake of the history books. We do have a slight dice advantage if I flip to upgrade my pool as well. So, cross your legs, everyone.
Ooh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, so that Spear of Light just starts just mowing people down, scores of people. And actually, I mean, this is... I'm not going to make you roll for it, but I do want to get a sense of some RP. Like, I mean, you are just mowing people down. I mean, these are people, remember, that were conscripted, and you are just obliterating people right in front of you. So,
At least they're being vaporized.
yes, they're being vaporized. So with that success, only a few people are able to approach. I mean, there is just mass panic. Yeah, I mean, who wants to go running at a Spear of Light like that? So only minions actually get through for this round. So 1 second.
Arlo lifts out a little grin when he sees only the small fry make it through.
Only because of only due to sheer numbers.
So
Yeah.
2 minion groups get through. That's it.
Is it one behind the other, basically, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will use that 1 advantage to have everyone in the acting force recover 1 strain.
That reminds me, is the order posted in the chat anywhere?
At the moment, I only have our rolls, so...
Oh,
sure.
right, yeah. So actually, let me get mine.
So as Katrina is clenching her eyes shut, focusing all her mental energy on projecting the Spear of Light, she shouts out to the others that are guarding the way in and says, "End their suffering. If they are not corrupted by the Fallen, they're corrupted by deluded Primarch."
Okay, well done. Next
All right. Regarding the initiative, 1 PC goes first.
May I go?
Oh, that was actually
Oh.
that was your, like, that mass combat check was your go.
Oh, okay. So that was the first PC slot.
Yeah.
then.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So is it an NPC next?
Yes, 1 NPC.
Okay, so Arlo and Leading Fox. Well, actually, I'll let you guys arrange yourselves as you see fit. Leading Fox, you're not in that space just yet, the nice perch, but you'll have an opportunity to do so. But go ahead and arrange yourselves as you think you would have been, because you had time, actually, with this group moving in.
Sparrow is on Oak's shoulders.
Okay, so they're going to scream, "Die, troll, die!" So these guys are going to shoot at Creaking Oak.
Keep in mind, he's currently holding a baby.
Kill the whelp! Kill them all! So they are going to upgrade. And what are your ranged defenses, Creaking
Range defense, nothing. But actually, I meant to ask you about this. Even though I don't have a lightsaber, can I use reflect for something like arrows if I have my huge club?
No, unfortunately.
Like, it wouldn't be reflect; it would be like catching them on the club.
No, you can't. But keep that thought in mind, though. If something,
Okay.
keep that thought in mind, though, because actually there is something that could happen where you might be able to do that. So
Okay.
you'll see it. So possibly, depending.
Okay.
All right, so they're in medium range, and they're going to shoot at you.
Okay.
They are aiming. Ooh, okay. So, they are going to do 7 pierce 2, and if that gets through, they're going to do a crit.
The pierce gets through, but not the rest.
Well, do they do any damage to you?
Well, yeah, the piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean-
So, in other words, as long as damage happened, they can do a crit.
Yeah, like I don't have anything to stop piercing damage, so.
Well, no,
Or
pierce,
piercing
all that
damage
does
isn't-
is just lowers your soak, but you still might have enough soak to keep the damage from going through.
Yeah, Pierce doesn't get through regardless. Pierce just takes that now off your soak.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong the whole time. Yeah, hold on. No, just soak 5 for now.
Then if they did 7, Pierce 2, right? Is that what it was? Tell me.
Yeah, so what's your total soak?
5 for now.
With the Pierce or just in
without
general?
Pierce, just what's your total soak just at the base?
Yeah, 5.
5. Okay, so it's 3 for the purposes of this attack. So, so it looks like 7. You got hit with 7 damage. 4 gets through.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I've been doing that wrong the whole time I've been playing this game.
Oh wow, no worries. But yeah, go ahead and roll that crit.
Ouch. Is that overpowered?
GM assistant.
Right.
70s.
83 is winded. Cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate abilities or gain additional maneuvers until the end of the encounter.
Oh, that's really bad. Okay.
All right, kill the troll. Kill the troll.
Yeah, you can't close the distance then and attack this round.
I also can't use force protection or bodyguard or anything.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
wow.
you could. Doesn't it just take away the free one? Or
Cannot voluntarily suffer strain.
got it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's alright. I'll still crush them, so that's okay.
All right, that's the spirit.
Yep.
So next up,
So, what's
Next
it?
up is 3 PCs.
Yeah.
Okay. Could Arlo potentially boost Leading Fox up onto the statue?
Yeah.
Not necessarily as an assist maneuver, but just kind of like
Throwing
launch him, throw him up there, basically.
yeah, sure. I mean, tell me what kind of actual mechanical check you're going for.
Well, maybe it would just be athletics, really. But
Okay, athletics with enhance.
yeah,
Okay, you've got FR +1 here.
okay.
Oh.
So it is going to be, you're trying to throw him medium distance, so it's going to be an average check. This is going to be your action, though. And
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's fine.
flip. There we go.
Oh, and you're flipping? Okay.
Yeah, actually, though, because you're trying to get him in a specific spot, this is going to be kind of like a called shot aiming. So take 2 setbacks.
Okay. I was going to ask for boost because I know where I'm sending him, but okay. That works too.
I mean, can I technically give him my a maneuver as assistance this round,
Sure.
just for a boost?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, and the thing with that is you can't take half your turn and then half of it later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Could I take a maneuver to reduce that to 1 setback, like aiming, kind of?
Sure.
Okay.
So 1 setback only.
All right, and roll. Yeah, I'll use that light side to get advantage to null out that.
Ah.
Okay. So
So now you're up on the sniper perch.
Yeah, you are thrown up to the sniper perch. However, I do need an average coordination check from Leading Fox. You're going to make it there, but this is just in terms of you're being thrown
Mhm.
quite a distance, so.
Whew.
Do it! Good. I'll even say if you want with that advantage, you can. You tell me what you want with that advantage.
I think I'll take strain back
Okay.
from it.
Alright, yep.
This position is giving me 3 boosts, you said?
It is.
And that's
My
without
goodness.
even doing any aiming.
Yeah, but I mean, I got my true aim going on too.
Yeah.
That's kind of insane.
So,
Choose
can
your own
Arlo use
difficulty. It's good to go hard.
Can Arlo use his other maneuver before Leading Fox does anything, or anyone else, to move into short range with these guys?
Yeah.
Or actually, yeah, he'll move into short. Or no, actually, they're ranged. Instead, he's going to take a defensive stance. Or take cover behind something, I guess. The defensive stance only melee defense?
Yeah.
I'll say that you can definitely find cover here. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine. All right, next up.
Do we want to go ahead and see what this can do?
Go for it.
All right, they have no
Yeah.
defenses.
Yeah, it's
Or
best to do
no,
it
actually,
before
they do
we
have
engage.
defense.
And so, because I went up and they were medium, am I now like long or like halfway, the sort of halfway thing?
Yeah, because you are going yeah, so I would say you're at
Yeah.
long now.
Are the other ones at long as well, or are they farther back?
I'll say they're both at long. To lead.
Yeah, effectively long.
Might be
because
better to
it's
go for the
like-
farther one then. 'cause-
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the group that hasn't fired a volley yet and see what
Oh,
happens.
yeah. Magical.
Okay, I'm going to spend a maneuver to true aim, and then I'm gonna regular aim as well, taking the strain. So I have 5 boosts on this check. With the true aim, I need to save. I need to save my destiny flip, so I'm not gonna flip. No range defense, you said?
One range defense, but no adversary.
Okay. No adversary. Okay.
Wow,
Whew.
nice.
Okay, so this is 15 Pierce 4,
Okay, 15.
and I'm going to flip to make that 19 Pierce 4,
Plus, there's a crit.
and I'm going to crit with the Triumph.
All
very
right, so one of them is just gone. All right, 19 Pierce 4, right?
Yes.
Funny thing, they have Soak 4. So 19, you take them out. They're gone. Describe what happens.
So after getting like expertly like I don't even know. So I'm thinking of like the cheerleader the whole from the feet thing that you were describing earlier.
Yeah.
I get thrown up. I do like a 2-step to catch myself on the edge, and then I just start pulling back the bowstring and just start unleashing flashes of light that just start hitting them. There's almost a little bit of chaos from them that they think there's another sort of beam thing happening.
this is
With
a
my small
purple
little
one,
drone.
just like
Yeah.
ah. Okay, well done.
I will send a boost.
Okay,
One more PC.
Sure.
Oak or spare him then, yeah.
Yeah, Oak will come in. So we're already in short of them.
no, you're at medium from them.
Maybe. Oh, okay. All right. And I can't take straight to right. Ugh. All right. In that case, he'll get into short, and then instead of an action, he'll take a maneuver to activate his helmet of the Giant's Killer.
Okay,
What does that do?
It's the equivalent of a I forget what it's called now.
Verpine something or other.
Yeah, basically it gives him a 2 defense, but enemies can spend 2 advantages or a triumph to get rid of that defense. So it's when he does it, like the glowing green like armor shows up all over his body.
So
Nice.
actually, just to describe, sorry, I forgot one of my notes here. One of the other triumphs with Tatrina is that a massive barrier has actually formed in front of the pillar. So you have other lords adept that are trying to punch through the barrier and let people through. I mean, you are all surrounded by this massive army, but only a few are able to go in at a certain time, and then with the Pillar of the Sun just like slicing through them. So it's kind of mass chaos, but there's a reason why you're not being overwhelmed. However, Tatrina and Sophia need to keep it up. And I guess it's my go now?
If the group that was eliminated was the group that went, yes.
Oh no, they weren't. So yeah, skip that NPC.
Yep, then it's just Asperum.
And also Sophia, I guess too.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Asperum, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, Sperm's going to, with that the group cleared out by Leading Fox, going to get into the fray.
All right. Defense 1, nothing else.
You forgot difficulty there. Well, still pretty good.
Yeah. Let's see. That is
I assume you do a crit, right?
yeah.
Okay. One of them's gone.
So that is 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. So one's gone, and you put one right at the wound threshold.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll pass the boost because I had 2 advantages.
All right.
Okay.
The boost actually will need to stay with the personal folks, though, because you guys are far away from the Pillar of the Sun people.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Sophia is going to, seeing Tatrina has the pillar well in hand, Sophia is going to head to the golem, and see if she can't, and like sort of hold Durandal in front of it, and see if she can make that light kind of reappear that was tracking it.
Okay. So this would have been a formidable lore check, but Durandal reduces the difficulty by 2, so it's a hard check, but it is natively upgraded twice. So 2 reds and a purple.
Oh, this is going to be bad. So I will flip to hopefully give me a better chance at this. And here goes something. Gah!
Oh, that was pretty close, though. So
Yeah.
you do see a shimmer of light, and you hear a weak voice, and it says, "My sword."
Okay. So does it have a free hand?
Yes, it does.
Like an open hand? Sophia will slot Durandal handle first into the golem's hand.
Okay. I mean, nothing happens, but this will
Yeah.
be good for the next check.
And that takes us to a new round.
And actually, as soon as you do that, you hear Shard yell, "It is the prince." The golem is the prince.
The prince is a golem?
Or was made
That's
into
what
one.
Shard is saying.
Huh. That seems weird, because
That's not what you saw in the vision, but that is what Shard is saying.
Yeah. So maybe it's not a golem. Maybe it's a suit of armor.
Or a golem made from the prince's soul.
Yeah, it could be the.
Ah.
Yeah, it could be. They could have pulled a Metal Alchemist, just crammed the soul into a suit of armor. It totally makes sense.
If you're
Actually,
not
if Arlo
special,
yells that, does Arlo yell that?
Yeah, Arlo will say it contains his soul. Well, he wouldn't have seen this. No, he wouldn't have seen
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Well, no, but
Katrina-
you hear Shard yelling this.
Well, yeah, and so like Sophia would probably be able to like piece together that this isn't the prince, or at least part of it is, because it whispered my sword, and it's the family sword, so it's probably somehow connected to the prince.
Yep. All right. So
needs to be
we
like
get to
a-
the top of the round, right?
Yep.
All right.
can
So
go again
actually,
if
this
you
is one of
want.
those weird ones where, because we're doing mass combat that affects personal, we need to have the mass combat check first. So the only one available right now is Tatrina, though.
all right. Any change in the dice pool?
Yes, I'm upgrading it once, so it's 4 reds and a purple.
Oh, there hasn't been any diminishment of their forces with that unleashing. All right.
Well, that was what made it so that only minions got through.
Yeah, not a lot got through, so the force wasn't diminished much.
Okay.
Well, wait, if only minions got through, then wouldn't the beam have done a very good job of keeping the other things out?
It doesn't mean they got obliterated by it, though.
Okay.
They could have just.
Well, in other
not-
words, I mean, you guys are literally being surrounded by this incredibly massive army. So even as you're slicing through people, still relatively, it's an overwhelming force. So,
Okay.
But in other words, this is a little bit different from normal mass combat in that you are directly affecting how many people get into personal range.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Again,
That
with
is
triumph
really
and a despair.
Okay, with that despair, I know what to do with that despair. 1 second. So, oops.
For the triumph, I'm thinking either. I mean, obviously, reinforcements are probably going to arrive, are they?
No, they're not.
Okay, then I'd have maybe a Lord Adept, if not someone more specifically important, appear in such a way that it can be taken out.
So that, well, actually, you do see an Eldritch Knight and accompany the minions that get through. So that's the despair. I'm going to say though that for reinforcements, you can pass an upgrade to Sophia's check to get the golems up.
Maybe if this idea I just thought of doesn't work. One of the things in the table is a notable NPC within the acting force performs a particular feat of heroism. Could I have that be, instead of maybe performing a feat, they show up, be a Mavelian?
Oh, sorry, read the option again?
The full text is a notable NPC within the acting force performs a particular feat of heroism. This provides the acting force with a tangible benefit and makes a name for the NPC. Well, it says Rebel Alliance, but obviously that doesn't apply here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do that. What do you think happens with that?
Maybe as Sophia, when Tatrita fires another blast from the Spear of Light and cuts.
Oh, I know. Mavelian was actually captive, and you hit the group that had him captive, and now he's free.
All right, yeah.
So what do you want him to actually do?
Either join in the mass combat to maybe give me a permanent boost like last sunset, or join in the. I mean, it's have to be controlled, but yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
You can maybe stand the number of minions.
We'll say that.
Fight with us, Master.
Yeah, I'll say that he will give you. What do you think Mavelian would give you mechanically?
I guess it would depend. Either he actually fights in the battle itself and just gives a narrative bonus like Sunset, or maybe comes to the pillar and helps Tatrina with the mass combat rolls as magic guidance.
Oh, he's got lore. He can be available to give Sophia skilled assistance.
Yeah, sure. That sounds much better. Did you have anything in mind for the 2 threat?
Yeah. So you've got an Eldritch Knight that has appeared, and so it's a minion group and an Eldritch Knight who have appeared as well. So 1 second. And yes, I mean, this is on a success. It would be much worse. The deck is kind of stacked against you guys, but that's what the personal skill people are there for, to kind of mow these people down before they can get past into the pillar. All right, so here goes. And he is leading the way. Alright, who's up next?
An NPC.
Okay, I'm gonna have the Eldritch Knight, and...
Do we need to add another NPC slot for the... because we have 3 different
Yeah,
Or just
we'll
throw
just put him
bottom.
at the bottom, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Keep
want
it
to
easy.
complicate too much. Yeah, yeah. Give me 1 second, actually. I need to transmogrify because I lost a token that had all the information on it. Boo.
Transmogrify sounds like a D&D spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. It almost certainly is. I think a D&D spell. There's so many out there. It's got to be one of them.
It actually sounds like the transmogrifier from Calvin and Hobbes. The cardboard box that could be a cloning machine or
Yeah.
anything.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's find this guy. And while I'm doing this, go ahead and think about the next moves that you guys are gonna make and all that good stuff.
How far is the Eldritch Knight from us?
He's at, I would say probably short range. I guess.
Well, Arlo
Arlo's
didn't
not
move.
medium people.
Yeah.
So medium from Arlo then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
not
thinking it
perfect.
might be good for me to soften him up for you guys to take him down.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, Arlo might go for the minions first then, just to.
Clean up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did I get 4 sleep? I don't remember. I don't think I did though.
All right. Eldritch Knight is ready, and who is? Oh, he has to attack. Okay, so he is actually going to push past these scouts, and Asperum is the closest. So Asperum.
Oh. He's already engaged with you guys.
Just
Let me
just one defense.
let me just make a quick clarification, just because I'm a little confused here.
Uh-huh.
Was the mass combat roll just Tratrina's whole turn?
Yeah, that's your action.
Okay,
But you
right.
can actually have some maneuvers if you've got them. If you wanted to do something with us.
I didn't. I was just trying to clarify if the mass combat was something separate or Tratrina's actual action.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, fine. Just making sure. Okay, yes. Never mind.
All right. So Eldritch Knight moves forward.
And I just have one defense.
Defense. Okay. He is using both of his magical swords, so he is going to increase the difficulty. And
I'll flip.
all right. So lie, and
We already did. Or was it?
You're just fixing.
yeah, I was just fixing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it looked like this, so I just switched it.
Gotcha.
All right, he is going to take strain to aim as well. So, 1 second. He really wants to take you down, you foul-free golem. And here goes.
Ooh boy.
And yes, he
That doesn't
will
look good.
use that triumph to hit with both swords. So, that is going to be 11 damage twice. Pierce 1.
Do I count the Soka on both since it's
Yes,
twice, or
yeah,
okay?
it's 2 separate attacks.
Pierce one. Okay. Just figure that out. No.
Since Creaking Oak doesn't get free maneuvers, we might want to take that 2 threat as a free maneuver for him. Or can't take strain for maneuvers.
I think it's supposed to be the target.
Yeah,
Only the target
yeah,
can
I
use
think-
it? Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So maybe a sparrow might want to disengage actually, so that leading fox can shoot.
Yeah.
That would be definitely a good idea. So
Okay. Disengage. Next up.
Did Fox want to go first, or should I mop up
Yeah,
the minions first?
before everyone runs
I think Fox should go first.
beating on these guys. So what are we looking at in terms of adversary and defenses?
So, adversary 2, defense 2.
Okay. Taking max strain here for max boosts. Get some reds on this.
And actually, while this is happening, the Eldritch Knight says, "Ignore these! I'll take care of them! Get to the pillar!"
Hmm. Oh.
Oh no.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
ducks under your shot.
Yeah.
However, you
so-
could kill his defenses.
Yeah, I will knock out his defenses, send a boost to the next person, a floating boost, and And is that all I can spend? Is it
You would
3
still
advantage?
have, you would still have 1 advantage left, I think. 'Cause I think 2
Okay.
advantages knock out the fences, right? Or is that 3?
We should double check that. GM assistant.
Yeah.
He ran away. What's the question you have?
Oh, okay. It's how many advantages is it for the remove all defenses?
I thought it was 2.
No, it is 3.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all the advantage spent then.
All right. Next up.
We have a few more PC slots, right? Or
Yeah, we should have 2 more, I think, from the.
Yeah, 2 more.
okay. Should Arlo go for the? Is the farther group at long from Arlo or medium?
Long.
Okay.
The other.
So I guess
group is medium.
I'll go for the closer group then.
Okay.
Move over here for simplicity's sake.
Yep. That's
So
what
not all clustered on the other side. That would be
So just defense 1.
okay. And he's going to be attacking. And I have 1 extra force rating, right?
You do.
Okay. I cannot aim, but I will take those 2 boosts. And roll. Okay. I'm gonna use. Oh man, I can't hit both. Ah, that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna use. I'll keep 1 threat then. I'll use those 2 light side to get rid of 2 of those threat. However, actually no. Before that, they had to make a fear check. Fear check actually.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
Hard.
Hard fear check. There's 1 missing, so here goes.
All right, so they succeed at it. But all right.
But
So,
actually, he did take a strain, so 1 does faint from fear.
oh, nice. So it's just the 1 left then, and I'm doing 10 damage to it.
All right, 10. That is enough to take him out.
All right.
Boop. Good job. Next up.
One more PC.
Oak will go then. he'll fight the Eldritch Knight.
Okay. Adversary 2, but no defense.
And is he we're still at short. We're not engaged, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so I'll have to use a maneuver to get to him. And I'll flip that.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
That was a good hit.
So that's
2 triumphs can destroy one of his swords.
yeah. For
Yes,
sure.
that is a good call. Do that.
And then that's 5 successes. So a total of 13.
Okay. So as you break the swords, I mean, this isn't out of turn. This is more of like just for style, whatnot. But you see him pull a disc out to use on his other hand, and it flares with light, and that's all you see. But it's not actually mechanically doing anything. I'm just saying that so you see it, but you break one of his swords.
Yeah.
Break the disc and you can depress him.
And how much damage was that?
13.
13. Okay. So. 13. Oh, but he is going to parry. So, 1 second. So, I'll take some strain. So, 13. All right. Here we go. Next up.
Could I possibly go to try to get the golems working in case those scouts decide to make their way towards us?
Well, I think that was 3 PC, so I think it's an NPC next.
Yeah, there's 1 NPC first.
Okay.
Okay.
So these scouts, as Arlo turns, grinning at them wildly, they are going to shoot at him. So what are your ranged defenses?
I believe none. Yeah.
All
However, I am going to flip in defense.
right. All right. So they are in short range of you, and here goes. Oh. So that is 8 pierce 2, and they are going to crit you. No
8
vicious
pierce
though.
2.
8 pierce 2.
Alright, so they're critting.
You can roll.
Ooh, but that's a low one.
23 is off balance. Set back to next check.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Next up.
2 PCs.
So Sophia will, still standing in front of the golem that is the prince, she guesses. She'll lay her hands on it and kind of bar and close her eyes and pray and say, Queen Kylea, if your family has ever needed you now, they need you now more than ever. Or we need you now more than ever.
All right.
And she's going to attempt to try to activate the golem.
I'll give you an RP boost for that. Mavelian is also available, so 3 ranks of lore from Mavelian.
Cool. So 3, 2 would be 2 yellow and a green. I will flip to make that 3 yellow and hope and
I
pray.
am actually going to flip as well.
Okay, so the only difference is the boost then. So, got
Ah! Okay. So, 1 second here. The golem stirs. It says. 1 second. Let me get it on here. Allies! Allies are here! I am Prince Kyros. I know it looks like Kairos, but they pronounce it Kyros. I am Prince Kyros. Shard somehow was able to protect me from Anaxes and placed my soul within this golem's body so that Anaxes could not affect my mind. And I am reborn. And as they have said, when the prince is reborn, the queen will return. So that's what he says, and he turns to the golems, and you see this light flare up. A halo appears, wings of fire sprout from this golem's body, and all these golden guardians start to move. And so they have entered, and they are streaming down the steps from the pillar and have entered mass combat. So you guys actually get an addition to your forces, straight up. So on the next mass combat check, when it's rolled, you have an extra die.
Woohoo!
All right, next up.
Asperum.
And actually, one thing, Prince Kyros shouts back as he leads the army forth. Anaxes betrayed us all, turned me against my mother, and we were just embroiled in the civil war and had no idea it had all been a part of his plan. And when she found out, she tried to stop this, but Malaire slew her. And with that, he enters into the fight. Okay. Next up.
Okay. Yeah, I can go, or if you said you had something in mind, I think, Sophia. So.
Oh, that was Sophia's go.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Okay.
just activated the Golem army and the prince.
Cool. How far away are the scouts?
The scouts are medium range from you.
Okay, I don't think I'd be able to make that and still attack. So. Guess I'm gonna move up and re-engage the knight. As scary as that is.
All right.
What are his defenses? Just adversary?
2, yeah. Bleeding Fox knocked off his defenses for this turn. Don't worry, I'm watching time. Oh no.
Yeah, not so good. I'll pass a boost and just recover some strain.
By the way, Sophia, now that you've activated the golems, on your turn you can maneuver and get into personal combat. Alright, next up.
NPC, the one you tacked on at the end of the round.
I think we killed them.
Yeah, you got rid of them.
New round.
New round, okay. Looks like we've got the mass combat check. With
All
some
right.
adjustments.
Before I roll this, will spend my maneuvers. I'm going to pass the device I found earlier to Sophia, since she'll probably make more use of it than I will.
Just throw it in their path.
Right, I
Hopefully
forgot about
that's all you
that.
need.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that actually gives you another die, just using that device for just this round.
All right.
I'm gonna flip the. Boop.
Brings us back up to 4 and 1. I'm also going to flip. Come on, dice roller.
Wow.
F you up the B.
Oh no! Do you have a lower reroll?
No.
Okay,
I
it looks
wonder
like
if that exists.
the shield is breaking as multiple Lords Adept are concentrating their power. You can see multiple glyphs that are shattering under their power. And yeah, so more enemies have entered the fray. So another Eldritch Knight has appeared. And with that failure, though, that is going to, and some knights, just regular knights, appear as well. So 1 second while I adjust this guy.
The real kicker, that failure on the setback could have been avoided if she wasn't so afraid.
Oh no. I'm going to put those there. And knights. Remember, though, you guys always had the option of pulling back as well. So that's up to you. Alright, and a regular knight has appeared. So, next up.
I think it's an NPC, right? Or no.
1 NPC.
Alright, this Eldritch Knight, he was fighting a Sparrow. He's going to go for a Sparrow again. He only has 1 sword. No! He's going to go after the person who broke his sword, so he's going after Creaking Oak with 1 sword. Melee defenses. A Sparrow. Or not a Sparrow, Creaking Oak.
Sorry, Mike was muted. Yeah, 3 defenses.
3 defenses, nice, okay. Are you going to change that at all, or...?
Yeah, I'll flip.
Alright. Here goes. He gets through. 9, Pierce 1.
Okay.
But that's it. Next up.
3 PCs.
So, does Fox want to shoot someone that is not currently engaged with us?
Yeah, do we want to go for the other Eldritch Knight or for the regular Knight? Or maybe even the scouts in the back?
Arlo's going to see if he can take out multiple regular scouts. So, if you
Okay.
want to go for the regular Knight. Because Arlo can hit twice, so...
Mm-hmm. Is there... I mean, the Eldritch Knight definitely has the more difficult pool, but... Would it be more beneficial to get any damage on him, or...?
It'd be more
I guess
beneficial
the other
definitely.
option, too, would be holding your turn until the rest of us have gone so that we get more time with the Eldritch Knight not having defenses, but... That's also an
That's
option.
true. Yeah, I can wait then, because they're gonna... We'll still all get to go before the new guys get to go, so...
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll hold.
Okay, in that case, Arlo will go for the scouts.
Alright. Defense 1.
So, first they have to make a fear check. Hard.
Alright, I will flip. Alright.
Man, they keep succeeding at these fear checks.
2 strain though, so damage.
And then I'm going to... Were there any boosts floating around? Probably not, right?
I think there's at least 1.
Oh no, because the last one to roll was a Sparum, so he had. Did
Yeah,
you
I put out a boost. Yeah,
one or two?
just
'Cause you-
one.
Okay. All right, so I'll do that, and I will not take the strain because I can't really spare it right now. Okay, and they had one defense, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Go. Really?
You can succeed with that, though, right?
I can. Actually, I will succeed with 2 advantage, so it'll do this damage twice. So 1 success and 1 advantage out of this.
So first hit.
So this is 7 damage twice.
All right, 7 damage twice. 1 second. You get the guy to his wound threshold,
Oh,
and then you take him out with the next. So
Oh, okay.
I'm putting it over just so I know how much to apply to the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
guy. All right, there we go. 1 down and 1 almost down. And next up,
I guess I could go try again on this knight.
okay.
Unless you want to do Oak.
Yeah, Oak, break his other sword.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Adversary 2, defense 2. New round, so he's got his defenses back.
No, he doesn't. Not
He
until
doesn't?
Fox
It's
goes.
just like permanent?
No, it's not until Fox goes.
Oh, okay, good to know. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'll flip.
Alright, I'll flip back. Whoa, nice!
Okay, that is 11 damage,
Alright, 11. No pierce?
and no pierce, and I'll crit. So let's see.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
13. That is any lethal blows or anything?
Right.
Did he already have a crit on him too?
He.
I don't think so, no.
I
Did
think
not.
No.
Oddly enough,
I have 2 lethal blows. So
is that choice to activate or automatic? Because what you did activate with that is sudden jolt. He drops whatever he's holding in his hand.
I'm not sure. It just says at 10.
You
per
can
rank.
if you want. Yeah, so you're gonna have him
Okay.
drop his sword?
Yeah, I think so. I
Alright,
think that's
sword is dropped.
better.
Yeah, so he can't parry, so yeah, okay. Boop.
1 more PC.
And I'll just pass those advantages as a boost. So
But Oak will go.
go for it.
So just broke 1 sword. He's feeling pretty good, so he's gonna keep fighting this guy.
Alright,
Yeah, the other sword's on the ground too, so
yeah.
Yeah.
have at it.
So he doesn't have any more. He still doesn't have defenses, right?
Correct. Yep. Just adversary 2.
I guess I'll use maneuver to aim. So that's 10.
He is pretty tough. Alright, next up.
1 NPC.
I guess it would be the other Eldritch Knight, so he's going to go after... Actually, no. He's going to be running towards the pillar, so he's going to go 1 maneuver short, 1 maneuver over here. So he has his eye onto Trina, who is operating the Pillar of the Sun. And that's his go.
What did the golems do, by the way?
They're in mass
They
combat, so
Okay,
they gave that... They bumped up the mass combat roll.
So you're saying this guy moved closer?
He did, yes, he did. He's in medium range from you.
Okay. Yeah, I get to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and true aim and regular aim at him. So, dang it, you gave me that purple back. I just lost it. Okay, so 2 red, 1 purple, 2 red, and then 2 defenses. You said?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
No way.
Were there a boost that were sent?
Yeah, there was a
The
floating
Sparrow
boost.
passed one.
One
I
floating.
passed that to Creaking Oak. I thought he used
No,
it.
I used aim for that boost. I forgot to use it.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Yeah. Oh, great.
So
This
that
is
so
silly.
you know how that feels.
Yeah, yeah.
By all accounts, you should have destroyed that roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
So his defenses are gone.
Yeah, I don't know. Is anyone going to be paying attention to him as he's running around? I don't know.
I mean, we kind of have to. We don't want.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends on what Sophia's doing, but
Hmm.
Sophia
Maybe-
still has her shield, but Durandal is in the prince's hands.
Does she have
So-
another sword?
No, she does not. So she's got a shield, so she can defend Tatrina, kind of. Like, we're just getting in the way of this guy. As well as probably make it horribly difficult for him to hit her, because I still have Baleful Gaze and all of my sense stuff.
Can I
So far, I'm
spend
just gonna be...
some of my advantage to toss down my cutlass that I carry around?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, actually, we can say this. Prince Kyros looks at Durandal, he looks at everything that's happening, and he says, you, descendant, this is rightfully yours. And he takes a sword from one of the Golden Guardians. He throws Durandal back to you.
Oh, okay, well, that's really nice. I wish he would have called me by my name, because he should know it, because I yelled it at him.
Oh, Sophia. He
You know,
says, Sophia is
descendant.
yours. Sophia, my descendant.
Okay, so at least he's not rude.
But actually,
Like,
but he
here-
yells back. He says, you must get to the inner sanctum, the royal pavilion, flee the pillar of the sun. I will try to hold them off as long as possible. Go, go, fly, you fools!
You're the only one that can fly.
Well, I guess. I mean, I did roll that extra die, but the bomb technically hasn't been used. Maybe we could just smack it onto the pillar.
Oh,
Leave a
okay.
trap for them as they're rushing past.
Okay.
Okay.
But Katrina really doesn't want to do it. It's a nice pillar.
It is a really nice pillar. But better it be destroyed than fall into the hands of the enemy.
Yeah, who's up actually right now?
Oh geez.
Oh no, I think it's the bottom slot.
Yeah, we're in the bottom
the knight.
NPC, methinks.
Alright, so the knight is going to go after Arlo.
Oh, actually, we had the Eldritch Knight just move.
Yeah. mhm.
Yeah.
He's just
Okay, and
going
then
for
Leading
you.
Fox. Okay, there's one PC left then.
Okay.
If Leading Fox is the only PC to go after him.
Oh yeah, who hasn't gone?
Sophia.
Sophia. Yeah, so
Oh.
Sophia can get back
Oh.
into personal. Or she can stay
Like-
to defend Tatrina.
I would stay to she would stay to defend Tatrina. Oh wait, no wait. Mav's there. The prince said to get to the inner sanctum.
Mhm.
Mavellion's there. Sophia will look to Mavellion and say, "You need to protect your student as long as you can." When, like, from the giant blue asshole that's coming, I'm going to find this inner sanctum and see what I can do from there.
Okay. So to get into the inner sanctum, you see these runes. It's going to be 2 reds and a purple to get through.
Okay. Alright, I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to once again pray to Kylea and say,
You give yourself a
Ancestor,
boost.
I need your help now. This is I flipped to upgrade and oh boy. Come on, show me 7s. Ah,
Doesn't open. But
damn it.
you can give yourself a boost for the next check if to
I
The
will
problem is
definitely-
you asked for 7s and not successes.
You know what? That's exactly it. I asked for 7s, not successes. Yeah, I'm definitely going to give myself another boost. As Sophia is frantically trying to open the door.
All right, who's up next?
All of the NPCs that were at the bottom.
So it's just the knight, I think.
Yeah. So
Yes.
knight swinging at Arlo.
So he's entering engage range.
He is.
So hard fear check.
All right.
Which I will upgrade, actually.
All right. So he fails it. So he's got a setback. And yeah, one setback.
And if he's attacking now, Arlo will also flip in defense.
Okay. I'll flip as well. He's going to aim, but he does have a setback. And here goes. Oh, he misses. Good. All right. I'm going to say that he passes. He's just going to pass himself those moves. He's going to have 2 moves on his next go. All right. Next up, top of the round then, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so here's your decision. Do you stay with mass combat, or do you try to get through the Royal Pavilion?
I'm fairly certain the prince was loud and clear. I doubt he was just whispering to Sophia.
No, he was right. Exactly, he was yelling this like, "Fly, you fools!"
Yeah. I think what Katrina would do would be to stand up, get back on her feet, tighten her grip around the pillar with one hand, but then turn towards the choke point with Veil Render drawn, and she says, "Fall back to the sanctum. I'll keep them off as long as I can." So she's going to keep doing the mass combat to try and cover everyone else.
Okay.
Let's see here. There's
Still have your maneuvers after too. You can still run afterwards.
well, this is my turn right now, so no.
Well, maneuvers can happen after action.
And they have to take place in the same.
Well, it sounds like Tatrina is staying behind, so.
That's true.
Master and student fighting side by side.
Yep.
Not a bad way to go.
Oh,
All right, so the
dice
barrier has
roller
been
has
cracked.
betrayed me.
Yes, and actually, you see the Primarch in the distance, concentrating his power, and he banishes the barrier. So now the whole force is going to be moving forward very soon. I'm not going to bother putting tokens, there are just too many, so.
It gave me a lot of those triumphs. I mean,
You do have
there was-
advantages. What do you want to do with those?
I'd like to say I fail to make a dent in the oncoming army, but I can perform a particularly heroic act. I'd say that would be to hold them off long enough for everyone else to fall back.
Yes, okay, that works. All right, so we're actually going to move, because I'm looking at the time here, we're going to move out of structured time, but Tatrina does give everybody an opportunity to move out, and Sophia, not structured time, but, try to open that door.
Okay, so I have to flip again to upgrade it. Gonna keep praying. I'm gonna cram, I don't know what I can do with Durandal, and with a bloody palm and Durandal pressed against the door, she's going to push as hard as she can to try to open it.
Oh, before you make that check, though, does anyone else have lore that can help out? Tatrina can't help with this check, but...
I mean,
Mavelian could
Mavelian-
give skilled assist.
Oh, yeah, he'll have to leave your side, so...
Tatrina will look to Mav and say, one of us needs to see this through, and I'm guarding the way.
All right. He's going to go, so three skill added.
If you don't succeed this, Tatrina, Sophia, I'm going to haunt you.
Yes, if I don't succeed this, I think we're all going to be haunting me.
All right, the doors to the Royal Pavilion open, and okay, so Mavelian is hesitating. He doesn't know to run after you guys or to run back to Tatrina. You can decide, Tatrina, since you've you know.
Can I say actually before anything else happens that
Uh-huh.
Arlo would have stayed to the back of the rest of the people and tried to forcibly drag Katrina away if he had to?
Well, I'm gonna say that, like, unfortunately, there's just there are too many people, and Tatrina is literally keeping them at bay by shooting down these spears of light. So the only way that you guys can escape is for her to do this.
As if Katrina sees Mav hesitate, she'll shout at him, "I didn't bring you this far just to see you die here!"
Okay, he's gonna start moving. However, as this happens, give me 1 second here. You see the army approaching, and the Primarch is there. And he faces you, Tatrina. I'm going to bring your token over.
It's kind of funny how he looks a lot like the picture that we have for Anaxes.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does.
So, all right, Tatrina, you are alone with the Primarch, surrounded by enemies. And he, you know, I hope you will indulge me, but he will use his power to throw you away from the pillar. Like, you've done enough, and now he has put his foot down. And what do you say to him, though?
I have seen so much more than even you in your long life could even dream of.
So you can also see the prince who is fighting off in the distance with the Golden Guardians. They are still battling with people. Do you say anything about that, or?
Despite all you've done, turning the Highborn against each other, the non-humans against the humans, you've still lost.
So he looks at you and he says, "What are you even talking about?"
Katrina would just let that hang. She probably closes her eyes, either to die or to pass out. Your choice.
All right, so this happens. 1 second. You hear a wicked laugh, not coming from the Primarch. And the Primarch, you see his eyes go wide, and he turns, and you see this. Rising like a vision out of one of the soldiers. And he just says, "What? No, this is impossible." The Primarch just can't believe this. And it is Anaxes. And he says, "You fool, you thought you could banish me? You are now within a vergence of the veil. Here none can resist. I will have a soul." And so he looks at the Primarch, but then he turns to Tatrina. And so actually, this is Tatrina's choice. Anaxes is going to possess somebody. And you know, without even having to roll, that whoever he possesses, he will be able to add his force rating to, or their force rating will add to his, making him far more powerful. What do you do?
Ah, the greatest answer to the question. Katrina will look to Veilrender, give it perhaps a tight grip, but then loosens it and lets go. And she says to Anaxes, "All I have seen is yours to take."
Ooh, okay. So he just says a willing sacrifice is so much better.
I only wish to see the answer at the end of the great equation.
Okay, so the Primarch goes, "No!" And you just see the vision of Anaxes flow into Tatrina. And Anaxes has reborn. At this time, you just see these glyphs just lighting up everywhere. And he turns, and there's a wave of magic that the Primarch is able to block around himself, but it hits all of the people around him, and all of them start to change.
Oh, that's not good.
Not again. Not again.
So the entire army, flesh is ripping, abominations are being born, and this is just pure evil in front of you. And with that, we come to the end of Shadows of the Veil 17. The Prince's Promise. Join us in 2 weeks for the finale, Return of the Queen. All right, so let's talk about XP. And that's why I said that today may or may not be the final one, but I had to make sure that everybody came here for today. Very important mission.
Indeed, it really was.
All right, it is 10 base XP, but you guys did a lot. So I'm going to say you get +2 for immediately taking control of the Pillar of the Sun. And, oh, give me 1 second here. I just love this idea.
What's funny just decides to be really weird sometimes, or maybe it's Hangouts. I don't know.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No, it's not that I can't hear it. It's that it switches audio devices for no discernible reason.
Weird. All right, so you guys got the +2 from that. You activated the golems, so I'm going to give you +2 for that. And, +1 for using Durandal, so you didn't get blasted by 40 points of damage.
Yeah, that was. Whew.
+1 for Great Perch by Leading Fox, and just the teamwork getting up to it too. So we're at, it looks like we're at 16.
16.
All right, and then to Trina's big sacrifice, I'm going to give +4 for that. And so actually, this means that, well, Jack, you can tell them who you will be playing next week.
I will now be playing as Mavelian.
Hmm.
As the master becomes the student's successor.
Wait.
Yeah. All right, so we're at 20, yeah?
Yes.
All right, I think that I'm going to lock it there then. 20 XP, and let's talk about MERP and MVP. So, or actually, no, before that, let's talk about morality, actually.
Arlo didn't actually get any conflict this session, but he was definitely tested. There were a few times where he was tempted to do it, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So how much conflict would you trying to get for becoming an embodiment of evil?
All of the conflict.
Oh,
I'm
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
you are now,
50.
you have merged with Anaxes, so,
Katrina now has a.
And it would have been
morality
doubled
0.
anyway, so...
Yeah.
yeah.
The morality is just now set to 0, and it's stuck
Yeah,
there forever.
you have merged with this evil person.
I did not mean to roll that. That was wrong. 10. There we go. Okay. Arlo goes up 7.
Okay, and then let's go to MERP and MVP. So, most interesting role player. Nominations.
Well, Katrina kind of sacrificed herself to an evil deity thing, so.
And I'll say that, because obviously Katrina's no longer in play, but well, I'll definitely allow the point to shift over to Mavelian.
Yeah.
So, and also too, Jack, you can have Mavelian at the exact same XP that Katrina has, and then you can add on this adventure's XP.
I'll also throw out a nomination for Sophia.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Called upon her heritage a lot.
That is true.
Did Oak get conflict for taking a baby into the middle of battle?
No,
That's what
I
should
don't.
have.
Do.
No, he took it. He took it for leaving behind Katrina because that goes against his love. But I don't think he would. Like, I really think that he thinks the baby's safer with him than anywhere else.
Actually, yeah, Arlo would have taken a conflict for that too, so he actually only goes up 6.
Okay. All right,
He's
we've
at
got
71.
so we've got nominations for Katrina and Sophia. Put in your votes. All right, Katrina, congrats, and also Will Mavellian. But now let's go to MVP.
Uh, I'm also going to nominate Katrina for this one.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, taking control of the Ray, and I mean, a lot of the big moments. Even though the mass combat wasn't so good at the end, the first two
It
were
started
really,
strong.
yeah, the first
Yeah.
two were really important. So
All right. So congratulations to Trina on both MERP and MVP. So, like I said, 2 weeks from now is actually the finale, and Return of the Queen. It's going to be a big mission. I hope you guys can all make it. And
Return of the Queen. I like it.
yeah,
Well,
and it's
I'm gonna
going
be
to
there.
it's gonna be a big one. I mean, 18th mission, 36 weeks of Shadows of the Veil, and yeah, big stuff coming up. So, see you guys in 2 weeks, and with that, I'm going to sign out. See you guys later.
yeah, thanks for
Bye.
the session.
Yeah, you're welcome.